Hey, welcome back to Who's Up. So we got the holidays coming up. What y'all feeling for this upcoming holiday, Thanksgiving? Because most people done skipped over Thanksgiving already. People went from Halloween to Christmas. I don't even know how. They got holiday albums dropping already. Man,
It's
let's
the
give
best time
some
of the year.
Thanksgiving what is due. The blessing that it is. So what's on y'all Thanksgiving menus? What's something that y'all what's something that y'all gotta have or y'all really want?
Who wants to go first? Someone's about to say
Yeah,
something real controversial, and it won't be me.
no, I'm gonna go. I gotta have macaroni and cheese and candy yams. Those are must. I got to have that. I don't even care if I have turkey. Turkey dry as hell sometimes, so I gotta have those two.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with Justin, but you got to add stuffing in there
Mm,
because you can't have turkey while stuffing. You can be
mm.
regular stuffing or like that cornbread stuffing. Both of those hit hard.
I have a
And
question about that. So, does your family make the stuffing like inside of the turkey
Also
or
fine.
separate?
yeah, no, it's separate. Man.
My
That's just
mom do it inside there.
I don't. So, how does it
like
work inside of the turkey? I've heard of it, but I've never like. And is it enough stuffing to feed everyone? Because the turkey cavity, like the cavity of a turkey, is big, but I don't know if it's big enough to feed, 7 adults.
No, it's not. It's not a whole lot. Like, cause my mom does it, and not a lot of people really like stuffing for real, for real. And so, it's to me, it's more moist
Okay.
inside there because you get some of the turkey juices that are hitting the stuffing while it's cooking in there. So I personally, I love it, and I think like s- like the celery inside the stuffing. I don't really like celery any other time,
Mhm.
but when it's kind of mixed in with all that, like, but yeah, no, I like it. Like I like it in the turkey though. Do y'all have to have the rolls? Are y'all like,
Yes. Yeah. Rolls are low key the foundation. Like you gotta have roll. Gotta
I
have
mean,
some carbs in there.
that's like saying you go to the steakhouse and not have those dinner rolls. It's like it's a
Yeah,
staple. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Even if you don't eat them all the time, because it's definitely not the healthiest thing, but
yeah,
you
Oh,
got to at
you
least
don't
have
care
one or
about
two
health
that
on
day.
on Thanksgiving, Doctor. You don't like dinner rolls?
They taking up space. Not that they ain't good.
Okay.
I ain't say they ain't good. They taking up space because they fill you up too much. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only knock on the rolls. Otherwise, they little that gravy in them.
You about efficiency? You trying to you about to okay.
Efficiency.
I've never heard someone game plan eat Thanksgiving dinner. That's next level. I'm trying to be
Yeah,
as efficient with this food as possible.
Dr. J
I
probably
eat
got the
I'm sick.
prison trays. He probably got the prison trays. How he section off his food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, that's a good. So do you guys let your food touch? I am not a
oh,
toucher.
oh,
I do
mine
not let
got
the
to
food
touch.
touch. No, 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 no,
Nah, they
no.
could touch.
It
No.
all depends on what's touching. Like it got
Yes,
to
it
be
has to
strategic.
match.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. Just certain things can't touch certain things.
That's
I
right.
don't want greens touching macaroni and cheese,
Exactly.
but
Yeah,
I'm not mad at a little gravy hitting the side of my mac and cheese. I'm not mad at that.
Oh, nah.
that
I'm not mad at that all the way.
or the beets. Like the beets can hit like the greens or something like that.
The who?
The beets, like the
The
beet
cranberry
purple.
sauce?
No, the beets like a beet, like the little red root thing
The
that you
purple
chop
joint,
up.
You eat beets at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, the harvest beets, boy. They got a little sugar in them jokers.
Whoa, and there it is. And there
yeah,
is
yeah.
I ain't never heard,
That's what they
especially
eat.
no black person talking about eating beets at Thanksgiving.
Man, I look forward to beets, man.
I
My
mean, they know it's
beets
good. It's
just
good
for
for your
me.
blood, man. Beets are good for you. I ain't
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I've just never heard someone get excited about beets that was under 75.
speaking of, so with beets, what's y'all's like vegetables that you eat at Thanksgiving? Because I don't really like.
Ooh,
I maybe eat a little bit of greens, but and some
yeah,
green beans, but I don't
yeah,
really like. I'm not going down a road of beets. So
yeah.
what are y'all's vegetables that you like? All right, these are my must-haves on Thanksgiving.
Beets and the
Collards and
greens.
strings.
You gotta have some green, and the beets is like
We used to
a
go
couple
in and
slices
green.
of beets on the plate.
We used to go. I used to go collard green, turnip green, cabbage, string beans,
Okay,
the black eyed peas, the
okay.
butter beans, the corn, the cob. Like,
God,
and
leave that boy
half
country.
the plate.
No wonder
That's
you
why I
can't
ain't
eat
want the
any
roll.
bread.
You know
No
what I'm
wonder
saying?
you can't eat no bread.
Yeah, I had to load up, man. We ain't got to the dressing and the gravy yet. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
No.
Would you? Here's I'm gonna introduce this. I'm gonna try to throw this to because I'm having Thanksgiving with my wife and her family. Yo, can we have some Brussels sprouts?
Nah.
Mm.
Yo, they got
You don't
the
like Brussels sprouts?
yo, they got the
Hard
Brussels.
pass.
You can get the Brussels sprouts with the carrots and the like the birds out of frozen vegetable one.
Mm-hmm.
They got like the roasted Brussels sprouts and carrots
Really?
pre-mixed. You can get them at like Santa Club BJ's, like in the big pack. You
Mhm.
put things on for like 45 minutes. Things so good.
Really?
They
I
got
love
that's
like
Brussels
charred
sprouts.
because they like the roasted ones and they frozen.
Or like roasted cauliflower.
Yeah, something like the roasted cauliflower, but it's
Like-
Brussels sprouts and carrots. Or you do add a little pepper into them jokers, you good.
And probably maybe a little like olive oil on the top so they can crisp
Yeah.
a little bit, right?
Well, they're frozen, so they're not like they already been
Oh,
roasted.
okay.
So you kind of just
Okay.
they done. You just
Oh.
bake them unfrozen.
Yeah.
So they
Because I used to eat the Brussels sprouts like boiled, and then things gave me like it make me want to throw up thinking about it, like because they didn't. I
Oh.
feel like it ain't had no crunch to them, and it was like you was eating an eyeball. So I was like, yeah, I'm not good with that. Like,
Yeah.
the little mini cabbages.
Or throw them joints in the air fryer. That works too.
okay.
You know?
Yeah, throw them in the air fryer.
But yeah, that
Oh,
Brussels
got back
sprout,
to
I was so
that.
happy when I found them. Just
You don't like? How do you not like Brussels sprout? You just named every vegetable on the earth, and then you turn your nose at Brussels sprout.
you just
How does
named
that work?
cabbage. That's all a Brussels sprout is little mini cabbages.
Yeah,
Some
it's just
are
mini.
bittery and small and
Oh, you ain't
No,
had
they
them
only good
right.
because they ain't been cooked right.
the
Yeah, you ain't
immature
had 'em
cabbages,
right.
man. I ain't got time for baby cabbages. I want real cabbage. I want duck
Okay.
cabbage. You know what I'm saying? I
Alright.
want duck food.
All right.
Food wrong.
I will say one thing I am looking forward to. My sister-in-law, she makes crab stuffing. Right, they live in Maryland, so she gets like crab. Oh, dog, I will murder someone for that stuffing.
Oh yeah.
Like dead ass. Like I know I would take someone's life.
You mess with
For
the
a
oyster
trade.
stuffing?
Huh?
You mess with the oyster stuffing?
Never had oyster stuffing. Keep going.
It's a tradition now gone by, but it used to be good back in the day.
Oh yeah, because you. Okay, that makes sense.
Essence of oyster, and the person that used to make it all the time, they passed on. So
Oh,
it's forever a memory at this point. But she good, man. If you find somebody that know how to make it and mess with it, it's worth it. If you especially like crab or stuffing, you'll probably like oyster stuffing there.
is it? Do they fry the oysters? Or do they like roast? How do they? How do they prepare the
line
oysters?
on that part? It's just down in there. Like you might not even get a
Okay.
chunk with an oyster in it, but like
Okay.
that, you know how like oyster sauce got a flavor. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you're gonna get that at the minimum, but you
Okay.
might get a chunk or two down there.
Okay, I got you.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all prefer to go to other people's house for Thanksgiving, or do y'all prefer to host it?
Host.
That's weird.
I
TJ.
prefer to host.
Go ahead, TJ.
I don't mind hosting as long as you don't come here and disturbing my peace. Like you gotta
Then-
move this, clean this, do that, put this here, put that there. If you
Then
got all
you
the
do
damn
the-
stipulations, have that shit at your own house. But
So you don't host anything.
not no more. Because come with too much. It's like if you can't live within these confines of here, you don't need to be here. It's like go. It's like you are more than welcome to come here, but as soon as you start, hey, put this here, move this here, for what? You gain literally 5 inches of space. It's like
Hey, when it comes to the spread, that 5 inches is the difference between dinner rolls on the counter or dinner rolls somewhere else.
that's fine. They can go somewhere else. Just you ain't nobody wheelchair bound. They can get to them.
Golly.
They real tight ship, man.
That's all I'm saying. It's like if you can do so much better, you need so much more space, have it your own place. That's all I'm saying. Like if something can go, if you can be so much more efficient,
Oh,
you know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
God.
You pay
Yeah.
more just like I do.
So how do
I
you
wasn't
really feel
deterred,
about
TJ, because I already asked him about it.
it? Thank you for that. That was great.
Yeah,
Like, you should
I'm
take-
good. Yeah, I'm good with going to anybody else's house. I'm like either way is fine with me. Because again, generally, if I have it at my family or my in-laws, they do all the cleaning up, so I ain't
Yep.
really got to do much. And then if it's at their house, or if it's at like my grandmother-in-law's house, they doing all the cleanup too. So I'm like I just get to eat and chill for the most part. But it's just
You they cussing you out though, right?
no, they know it's so many people there,
They cussing you out.
and the ladies do the cleaning for the most part. I think no.
Okay.
My father-in-law, he be cleaning up. I don't. Yeah, they probably be cussing us out. I'll be down there
Maybe.
watching the game.
I have a big family, and was it Easter or as recently they had like a big gathering at my grandmother's house?
Yeah,
And like you said, like the women usually make sure things are running and they're cleaning. And all of them were just like cussing out the men. Like the whole time, they were like, "I'm too damn old to be carrying this chicken. Get your ass like dog." They cussed us out the whole like so much. Like I was like, finally, I got up and started like dumping the trash. Yeah, they were walking in and out of the house, and every time they walked by, man, it was just get your
dirty
what
look.
are you doing? I'm too old for this. That's why we don't have anything anymore.
See, look, that's kind of like don't see. I feel look, if you feel that way, hire some damn body. Shit, it don't cost that damn much. Hire some help. Shit, if you don't want to do it and you don't want to do it, there's plenty of people out here looking for a check. $100, you can hire you 2 people all day. Come do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
I will remember that next time.
That's all I'm saying. Look,
yeah,
go down to Home Depot early in the morning, like a day before. It's like, hey, I got $200.
Oh
somebody come over here. And we'll give you a plate to eat. They will be there bright and early. Whole van full.
All right.
Whatever you need.
Yo.
That's all I'm saying.
Anyone making a turkey this year?
Your peace of mind or your time and your money.
A whole van full of people.
For $50.
I mean, it probably be
that man talking like this slavery.
It probably
I got a whole carriage full of people. You can have them for $50.
I ain't say 50, like maybe 200.
I'm just kidding. Is anyone making the turkey?
No.
My mama.
Yeah, my mama too.
Dr. J, you making the turkey?
No, man. We started going out to eat now.
Ooh, that's a flex.
But like I said, what's more important though? Your time or your money?
Oh, I get it, but dog, they be charging a grip. Yeah, I ain't mad. Like you made it.
Buffet, you know what I'm saying?
Where y'all go?
That is a sign that you've made it.
It's this place in Burlington, North Carolina we going to called Occasions.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
is okay spelled with 3 Ks?
So what now?
Occasion is a spell with 3 Ks because if so, be careful.
Right. No, it ain't. Now people had a wedding receptions there and whatnot, but they food like that.
Okay.
You know. I don't know, man. I try to be that person at Thanksgiving, man. Like my dad's side, granted from the reservation. So Thanksgiving don't always seem like it should be. But damn if I'm gonna miss out seeing my family and something to eat.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna get something to eat, man. You know what I mean? So but we going out to eat now though, because different ones a little older, like they don't like cooking up and whatnot, you know, and cleaning up and whatnot. So
yeah,
go and get that food, man. The spread is still there. You know what I mean? They had roast beef, they had everything, man. Turkey, they had dressing, all the greens we talk about. Shoot. So I'm gonna go in there and get right.
Do they let you take plates to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you can take like the last one out. Something like that.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, and they don't pack like because like you said, they'll clean up. Shoot.
Yeah, my sister and her husband go out for Thanksgiving.
You know.
Yeah,
that's smart. That is so smart. Like you say, you got it. Just think about all the money you spend in groceries and stuff. Like a turkey nowadays, they ain't near $40.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
They're on sale right now at Lidl. For anyone.
Yeah, what's like 29 cents or something like that? You'd spend $20. Or 18.
Yeah, they're real cheap.
That.
It's real cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You spend 20, you get it's like 18 cents or something like that per pound.
Yeah, $20. You can get a decent turkey at Lidl right now.
Yeah, but by the time you buy all those groceries, everybody makes something. You can have it catered.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because the average catered is between $15 and $20 a person.
Yeah.
Well,
they're gonna jack the price up for Thanksgiving, so probably 25, 30, but still.
Yeah.
Your top, yeah.
The point still remains.
Would y'all be in favor, like if your family was like, hey, we want to go to a restaurant, would you all personally be in favor of doing that rather than gathering at one particular person's house? Like, would you vote yes or no kind of thing?
I do it. I mean, I enjoy making the turkey, but if the majority of the family's like, yo, we just want to go to a restaurant, then then I ain't no problem with it.
If it alleviate all that complaining and not celebrating holiday for what it's meant for, sign me up.
Yo, you seem like you've been really scarred by this holiday. Do you want to tell us what happened? What is your villain origin story for Thanksgiving?
It's not just things. It's every holiday. Because it seems like people don't know how to celebrate the actual holiday. People don't know how to give thanks and be happy and be merry and be blessed. They always got an issue. Always got damn attitudes and shit.
Do you want to tell us the
Yeah.
story? There's a story attached to this, and if you would love to share, I am all ears.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, all right.
Man,
Maybe we can talk about it later.
I know who you're talking about though, man. Like sometimes the holiday season come around, people get caught up in like buying presents and
Yeah.
you know, it ain't even about your people and your family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
then let alone if you don't get along with people that's in your family. Now you get a whole other can of worms you get started.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
nah,
we do
it's
know
true.
that Detroit Lions will be taking an L. We do know these things.
If Thanksgiving they lose,
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
know that.
the one that you can skip the 1 o'clock game because it's the Lions losing.
you know.
it's the Turkey Bowl, isn't it? Ain't that what they call it?
Who's
The
it?
Turkey Bowl, something
I
like
think
that.
so.
Mhm.
Who plays this year? I think there are a couple games.
It's 3.
I
So
know.
if you got Lions play
I know we
somebody,
playing.
Dallas plays
Let's
Green
see.
Bay.
Let's see.
Is it?
Okay, so we got this is a nice lineup. So Bills play the Lions at 12:30. Go ahead and eat dinner. And then at 4:30, Giants are at Dallas.
Oh,
Yes, I need yes.
Mm.
And then the night game is Patriots at Minnesota. Go ahead and make that second plate. Start drinking your whiskey. You don't want to watch
Yep.
that game.
Yep. Gonna get ready for Black Friday shopping this morning.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you gotta watch that. Just 4:30 is all you should be caring about on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh yeah, talking about Black Friday shopping. You know, you get better deals this upcoming weekend than you
Yeah.
will on Black Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Veterans Day, tons out there.
I'm wondering, even with that being in mind, this not to switch topics real quick. Do you think it's better to buy a car on like the Black Friday, the Veterans, or like the end of the year, like going into like the new year, because they got to sell off all those cars? So I was just curious when you mentioned about the deals.
I do not know.
It's iffy because sometimes you can get because they have great promotionals, especially because like interest rates and stuff like that. And so it all depends on what you're looking for and who does what deals. And a lot of times, yes, the year changes in December, but new cars actually come out in like September for that next model year. So
Okay.
that's that little sell-off has already happened.
Okay.
So but yeah, the actual physical year changes. So yes, they're like, okay, it's technically, a year old, even though the like 2023s have been out since September.
Okay. So it's probably a good time. You can buy the Ferrari whenever.
Well, a car like that, yeah, a car like that, that's not gonna.
Those don't go on sale.
Yeah,
nah,
it's probably gonna go up versus going down.
Not at all. Just messing. We ain't got nobody for that.
Random
Okay.
story. Speaking about cars, does anyone watch The Price is Right?
I did.
Did you watch
Yeah.
Car Week?
Oh no, I don't watch
This past week, I believe, was Car Week, and they were giving away a Maserati, and the dude missed it by like one slot. Hurt.
Maseratis are great cars, but people don't understand that they're Ferraris at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And the maintenance is ridiculous.
Oh no, you would sell it. Like I would, like if I went a Maserati, dog, I'd get robbed around here. I'm driving, I park a Maserati in front of my townhome, dog. Someone robbing me. Like someone gonna get the drop on me. Like,
Immediately.
Yeah.
Nah, I would run up on me. Shit. I have some hot
TJ want to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Us regular folk, we just say, here, just take the whip. TJ like, nah, I'm finna shoot you, bro.
Someone
I'm
like,
like,
hey
"Yeah,
dog,
kid."
nice whip, TJ.
I don't know if this is what you wanted. This is what you about to get.
Yeah.
TJ go from one of the seats, get out the what you call the throwing axes, and boy, he hit the wrong car, boy.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I would sell it. I couldn't pull up into my townhouse for the Maserati.
I had to keep it for at least a couple months. You gotta enjoy it for a little while.
I would open it up on
though?
Oh, yeah.
Because
like
I
80
saw,
grand.
when I guess you're talking about the new one, because when I went and bought my car, I was looking at them, it was like 35,000. Like they weren't
Really?
super unreasonable the way that the name sounds.
And like the 4-door one in the SUV, a couple years old, they dropped value like crazy. Like,
Really?
they do not hold value at all. Like you get one like 3 or 4 years old for under $40,000.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's the maintenance that kills you. You gonna pay about $5,000 to $6,000 in maintenance a year. Which people,
That's why you just buy a Honda.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I guess he did one more. I guess to close out the Thanksgiving thing. I guess do we want to say like maybe 3 things that we're grateful for?
If y'all want, look, I'm grateful every day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, man, if you don't give thanks, you don't be blessed for the things you have in your life. You got a life full of depression. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Look at, hey, TJ, your transformation into an old black man is beautiful. My nigga, every time we talk, you say something like, yep, you sound like my dad right now. That's it's a beautiful wisdom is a beautiful thing. I'm not even hating. Like, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I
All
think
right,
I
let's
heard.
go first.
I'll go first. Look, I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity to be a father because that's something that I wanted for like my whole life. I'm thankful that most of my immediate family is still here, and again, I'm definitely thankful for all the friendships and the and the love and all of the things that comes with being alive. So I'm definitely like thankful for everybody.
Go ahead, Danny Ocean, you got it now.
All right. So I'm thankful for my wife and family and my friends. We're gonna lump all those together. I'm thankful that Luka Doncic is a Maverick. That the best player in the NBA happens to play for the team that I cheer for.
What 20% 3-point percentage?
Hey, when they 5-3, what you talking? Man, we not even doing that today. Luka leading the league in scoring.
He's a beast.
His MVP race is off to a great start. So friends, family, my wife, all that's lumped together. Luka, and I'm thankful that I have my health. There we go.
Yeah.
And I look good as a bald man because some people have some heads that can't pull it off. So I'm glad that I look better bald than I did with hair. And I still will never forgive y'all for not telling me it was time to come on home. Dog, I see some old pictures of my. We've talked about this many times. Like low key, I hate y'all niggas for that. Y'all saw my hairline and y'all would just let me. You know what? Like I was like, you know what? I ain't getting girls in college. I was like, look at me.
It was not that bad, bro.
I'm out here looking like somebody granddad coming out here trying to talk to you. I'm like, no wonder.
I was in class and then I came back and I looked, you was gone.
Oh, okay. For 4 years. You just never you never saw my hairline for 4 years. That's crazy.
I was in class and we were shooting jumpers, man. Can't no hell. We knocking down threes right now.
Y'all had me out here looking crazy.
Hey, you look at yourself more in the mirror than we did, boy.
I know, but I was in denial. Like I needed someone to bully me. I needed someone to clown me until I decided to make that decision.
I ain't got that in my heart.
And that's what friends are for. Friends are here to bully them.
There it is, TJ. See, you heard what he said. It's hard to be a bully.
Real friends bully other friends for their own good.
Barney worked hard, man, for us to be anti-bullying. And then you want us to bully. What
yes.
What do, man?
That is one place in my life I wish I was bullied.
No, you're talking about that anti-bullying thing, man. Screw that. Somebody need to put some hands on somebody.
Here we go.
We can stop that altogether. That's all that needs to do.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We don't need to. We get bad stickers and send them home for bullies. Nah.
We got tough love. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Someone
with a black eye, you had
your kid is
they'll think twice.
Dog, TJ kid gonna pull out a foldable baseball bat out their bag and just gonna start swinging on someone who say something wrong.
Hey, look, you fuck around, you find out. Ain't that the mom?
Is that that's what the kid gonna walk into the principal office today?
He fucked around about a 10. He got a 10 worth of reaction.
Again, I feel like it's a happy medium between that. Like, I'm never gonna tell my son just still off, but if they looking like they're about to hit you, hit them first. Yeah. We could talk about it. We could talk about it when you get home. Yeah, you and me could talk about it. But I'm like, You sit around there and wait, hit me, and then they hit you. Now your teeth is gone, and then we gotta take you to the dentist. Hit him.
He was gonna lose that. Yeah, Draymond was right. Is that what you're gonna tell your son? Draymond was right.
Nah, he OD for that.
Well, see, Draymond was being a bully.
Yeah.
He couldn't take it. That's something totally different. I ain't say go in and starve some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I just say the more you come around, the more you're gonna find out. Like what do you tell the dude with 2 black eyes? Nothing, because that nigga done told you twice.
But I thought Jordan Poole had been doing a little talking. And they were trying to
I mean, he won't say nothing that deserve that.
Yeah, I think he was, man. You talking
Dog,
about
no, that was a cheap shot.
Kings?
Like Jordan, like it's
The Kings, bro. That's like go play in China.
dog. Like you
Come on.
can't.
You said what? He told him to go play for the Kings?
Yeah, this is after he been talking trash for like a whole week about this contract that he supposed to get. Like Steph Curry ain't the reason all of y'all
Listen.
anyway. So,
As Draymond Green, you can't sit here in one breath and tell Paul Pierce people don't love you. You ain't getting that farewell tour, and then get upset because Jordan Poole said you gonna be in Sacramento. You can't have it both ways, dog.
hey, Jordan Poole ain't got nothing to talk about either though. He only getting signed because Clay got hurt.
Don't matter. He
Nah,
getting
he
paid.
get busy.
He
Call it
getting
what you
busy.
want. Jordan
said-
Poole gets busy.
He said, "Coming to the pool party,
Ain't no pool party. You can
You-
get traded to Jordan Poole.
you
No,
swim
he
or
ain't.
you drown at the pool party." That's
Y'all
what
Yeah,
never
but
think Jordan Poole good like that.
He is nice.
Yeah, he nice, but like I said, he should have known when somebody walk up on you like that and you
Yeah.
push him off.
someone from Michigan, like
you better
someone
duck, block or something.
that joint happened so fast. So the thing about me is like the other people in the room didn't expect it either, right? Because everybody was chilling. Like that
Yeah.
lets me know that happens all the time. That Draymond just started yapping at people. Like
Yeah.
all the coaches, like whatever, man, and then poof.
Yeah, you got again from Poole's perspective. If you knew you said something, like if I said, "All right, TJ, blah blah blah, your mama," obviously I'm not gonna stand there and be like, "Come give me a hug." You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that he's gonna try to knock my teeth out. And so I don't think Jordan Poole said in his idea that he said anything, because you could just tell how when he pushes, "All right, bro, chill out." Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It wasn't an, "All right, bro, like, what's up?" No, Draymond was like, "Okay."
Nah,
Mhm.
because I knew it was something, and I couldn't hear what was going on. And when I
Mhm.
walked up on him, I knew you better duck.
everybody else around them was acting like nothing big was happening.
They
Like,
won't pay
like
attention.
they were chilling again. Like that, I feel like that happens all the time.
No,
The way it's not like there were coaches trying to get in the middle. Like everybody was chilling, and then
Like,
he
it
threw a
was
steal
Draymond.
off from
Draymond
Draymond.
hit him one time, and that was it.
I think they've been trying to get Jordan to shut up all the week. See what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, so you said the coaches just let it happen?
yeah,
That is a terrible organization. If you let your future star get stolen,
what future star?
Yeah,
Bro,
they
he
ain't
is.
he is a big piece of their future. I'm not saying he is Steph, but
Okay, so why haven't, if he's not Dr. J, if he's not what you say he is, why haven't they started any kind of negotiations with Klay Thompson?
Clay refurbished. That's why he got hurt.
or
Let me say-
Draymond. They haven't talked to.
Or
They
Draymond.
gave Andrew
Draymond
his
had
money.
his time
They
too.
gave
Draymond
Jordan
gone.
Poole his money.
Draymond gone. This is
Draymond-
last year.
Draymond won't never that good to start with.
Okay,
Clay coming off injury. Steph the only one you need to talk to. Everybody else can go. The whole all of them can go.
Here's
Steph
the
already
thing
got his
about
money. Don't need to talk
Draymond.
to him. Steph already paid.
the small ball
Mhm.
doesn't work without Draymond. These championships don't happen. Like Draymond, stat wise, is not important,
Mhm.
but he's the guy who can switch from Jokic to Jamal Murray and still hold his own. Like he
Yeah.
makes that work.
He the glue.
Yep. So let me ask you this: Jordan Poole, right?
Yep.
You want him or you want Luke?
Oh, that's
That's not
See,
even the
that-
same.
that-
kind
there.
of thing.
There are tiers to
Luka, you
stars,
know,
and
best
Luka
contract,
is
bro.
top tier.
Luca carried the team. He top
Yes.
tier, right? That was a max contract for.
Luka
Right?
Luka is the second best player in the NBA.
Okay, all right. So if you ain't in close to that conversation, I'm not talking to you about no max contract. Bye, Jordan Poole. Go.
No, but like you said, there's levels to max contract.
Yeah,
John Morant got like a 5-year, $194 million.
it's based
and-
on draft position.
Yeah,
All NBA.
all
All
that.
star.
So it's levels to
It's
it.
an equation. It's not like it's a flat fee across the board. Like
It's
Luka
not
was
like-
all like 2-time All NBA when he got his max.
It sounds like
Yeah.
a superstar label story, so we got to overpay. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's all it is. I mean, but
All these bums, man, they can go.
the thing is, you pay these people this type of money with the expectation that the salary cap is going to continue to rise over the course. So it looks more like a deal. So in 2 years, that Jordan Poole deal is going to look like a steal. When I'm trying to think of someone, I don't want to say when Anthony Edwards gets something that's absolutely ridiculous.
Mhm.
Yeah, you sign me up for the Knicks program or the Lakers program. Either we gonna steal all the talent and win, or we gonna be trash. Cause I ain't overpaying nobody.
They about to
Dog,
cap. they about to put a
you
cap on it.
overpaying 2 people right now. You overpaying 3 people right now.
I ain't in charge of the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
just finished paying Luau Dang.
Exactly.
Just
Now,
finished.
mind you, we shouldn't have had him to start with, but that's David Stern's fault.
Hey,
But
did
that's
you,
we ain't gonna go back that far in history.
dog? That the Heat just finished paying off Chris Bosh
Chris
like this
Bosh,
past week. Dog.
golly.
At least he got him a championship. I don't mind that. He earned his money. What Lou Alding do?
No,
Get the weight.
That was after he got paid after they won a championship.
Yeah.
And
Right.
LeBron was gone.
That's all I'm saying. At least he was there for a championship. Again, what did Lou Alding do? Get in the way.
Dog, you had
Chris
he went to
Paul still
Duke.
would've been
That's
there. He
right.
had some health issues that kept him
Yeah.
out. Like,
No,
yeah,
Lou
so-
Alding
so
went to
much-
Duke. That was his issue.
That's
That's
why
it.
he had them health issues.
That's
but
it. There
like
it
I
is.
said, we wouldn't have to worry about none of this stuff if David Stern wouldn't have blocked up Chris Paul. But that's a
Oh,
whole other
God.
subject. Whole
The
nother subject.
GM of the New Orleans Pelicans or whatever did not have the authority to trade Chris Paul at the time.
You supposed to lose to the Los Angeles Lakers. That is your role in this world. Follow directions. David Stern, make sure we win at all times for the league to be good overall.
You had an employee
man.
in New Orleans going rogue, making trades they didn't have the authority to make, and David
Hey,
Stern
it would've been
said,
best
"You
for business."
can't do that."
It would have been better for business. That's why
David
we
Stern
champions.
said, "I'd rather piss off one owner than 29 other owners with this
Nah.
foolishness."
Hey, there's a whole lot of cops out here ain't
Exactly.
doing what they're supposed to do, but they still getting
Exactly.
acted. So
Exactly.
You had a man going rogue, making decisions. Like TJ, that's like me making decisions on what happens in your house. I don't have permission to do that. Would you honor that if I decided to do something in your house?
it depends on what the decision was.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well,
No, I got it. That MC, he said he want to get rid of all them guns in there.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of all the guns.
All of them gotta go.
in your
If
house.
he-
TJ suicidal, they need to go.
Come take them.
See,
Right.
see, that's what David Stern said. David Stern said, "Hey, dog, you can't make that trade for Chris Paul."
Nah, that he won't listen to good sense though. He should have known that if the Lakers is winning, everybody money go up. Now what we doing talking about Kyrie
People-
Irving drag ass move.
People,
see what I'm
people say the same thing about the Knicks, and the Knicks been garbage for 30 years.
Knicks
The
need
league
to
is
be
just
trash.
fine.
The whole city trash. But that's
The league is about superstars now, not about franchises.
Mm.
People are paying attention to what happens in Milwaukee because of Giannis.
And Giannis should be in Los Angeles, but he's
No,
scared.
Scared of what? He don't want a ring.
He's scared of well, let me I ain't gonna say he's scared. He don't
The
want that
best
kind of
player in
pressure.
the NBA.
He don't want that pressure in his life.
What
You
pressure?
like-
He the
you
best
like-
player on earth.
You
Yeah.
come to Los Angeles, you win a championship, or you ain't shit.
He brought a championship
That's-
to the
that's-
Bucks
that's
for the
the
first
law.
time since Kareem been there.
Like,
Dog,
and what Kareem do? He come to Los Angeles where he became
dog.
a star. I'm
Giannis
trying to tell
is
you,
Giannis
he about to be foreign
does
Tim
not
Duncan
care about
and go
LA.
fade off into oblivion.
He
He
said
the
he gonna
best
be the
basketball
foreign
player
Tim
on the
Duncan.
planet.
Who wanted to see Milwaukee on television, man?
Hey, I want to see Giannis on television. So yeah, I
Right,
watch
put him
the
in a
Bucks.
Lakers jersey, and then we make some real money. They out here playing.
Y'all gonna make
You know,
money
NFL gonna take
regardless.
Sunday from them on Christmas.
Y'all gonna make money, dog. Y'all better figure it out for Christmas because Luka gonna
Hey,
eat y'all alive.
And then
We
the
got
NFL,
MVP.
man, it's over
We
with.
got MVP Russ coming off the bench. We all right.
Hey,
Man.
Luka dropping 35 before half.
Yeah, he might.
They ain't nothing to brag about, bro. If he don't drop 35, I'm gonna talk shit about him. You see what I'm saying? We at that level of you both to show off against us. If you don't, embarrassment on you. We terrible, man. Terrible with the capital T.
It's okay. Talk through it.
I can't ain't nothing to talk about, man. LeBron hang around for his sons, and I admire that.
I
Everybody
don't.
else go home. Just
I
go
don't
home
admire
right
that
now
at
and
all.
stop getting paid to do cardio.
Trade Anthony Davis.
Trade
And he
Anthony
doesn't
Davis.
No,
No, he need to come to
Green.
rehab. That's where he need to be at.
Rehab ain't nothing.
Trade no.
It's the glass.
Trade
He needs
Anthony
some milk.
Davis.
Trade Anthony Davis.
for
Trade
Luca.
Oh,
Anthony.
he-
I'll
go-
trade him. I'll
For
trade him
who?
straight up for Luca. One v one.
Dog,
We
Mark
get-
Cuban. Mark
Three-way
Cuban would-
deal: Luka, Jordan Poole, and Anthony Davis.
Dog,
Did y'all
Mark
love
Cuban
him so
would
much?
choke Jeannie Buss to death. He would choke Rob Pelinka to death. He called with that dumbass offer. Luca off limits, baby. Don't even look over here. We fine.
Hey,
See,
hey,
he why the league trash. It could be
We
Luka
take it.
and Giannis and a nice star to power team in Los Angeles.
No,
Instead,
that wouldn't be fun.
We got spread out talent.
The
rest of
West
team-
is wide. Like the NBA has more parity than we've seen. Like the
We
league
do
is
not
fun.
who wants parity? We want to see clear Laker victories.
No.
We don't want that, and maybe the Spurs for a good rival. We man just everybody trash, so somebody got a chance to win.
Nah, everybody
see
got a
that,
chance
man.
to win. Each fan base is invested. Like even the Blazers are good. Who would have thought the Portland Trail Blazers would be leading the West
We
I
don't
want
even
2.5
know
weeks
the
into the
league.
season?
give me
No.
Victor.
They ain't about to be hurt in
No.
about 3 weeks.
Give me Victor.
Hey man, just let them enjoy the ride right now. Let them have their fun.
it's Golden State and everybody else running on TV getting cardio, man. And it's sad.
Hey, the Warriors suck. If this
Yeah.
playoff started right now, I think the Warriors would be out or they'd be in the play-in tournament, like
Mm.
as the 10th seed. The
And I
Warriors,
still want to see them there.
Me either.
yeah, I don't want to see him either.
Yeah, give me
But-
Yeah.
I'll take the give me Victor Wembanyama. I'll take him.
Oh, he gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gonna
tall dude.
Yeah,
about
dude's
7'3".
at a 7'3".
Yeah,
Manana.
I'm surprised KD ain't getting hurt as much as he has on his career being that
Hey,
same
KD
kind of frame.
That's because KD grew up in DC. KD done got his ass whooped enough. He good.
fair. That's fair. But he did have some significant injuries, man. But had to get a bone graft on the foot.
Yeah.
We're talking about injuries. What's going on with these injuries in the NFL, man?
Tomorrow, two of them.
We were talking about sprains and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah,
specifically-
Kamara and all them.
Yeah.
So, Kamara, he sprained his ankle at one point, right?
I believe so.
Or is this Michael Thomas that got that's out for the rest of the year?
Michael Thomas
that's
with a
a
toe
foot.
injury. Yeah, that's a foot and toe injury.
That's something.
I know there are a lot of ankle sprains going around. Like Jordan Davis, the Eagles, he is on IR with a high
Ryan
ankle sprain.
Tannehill.
Tannehill.
Who you said had a high ankle sprain?
Jordan Davis, the Eagles, he's on IR with a high
Ooh.
ankle sprain.
How you gonna out ankle sprain?
He going for the rest of the year or like that?
No,
that-
he's going for the 4
that-
games. He's going for right now the 4 games.
And how long ago he hurt?
He hurt his ankle. He played Houston. He wasn't there for Pittsburgh. So the game before Pittsburgh. Oh, that was a bye week. Hold on. You keep talking. I'm gonna look this up.
When he come back, he gonna be like about 7 weeks away from the actual injury itself.
Yeah, he hurt himself. Was it against? He hurt himself against the Steelers the 30th. So last week. No, 2 weeks ago. No, the 30th was last week because Halloween was this past Monday. So he's been hurt for 1 week.
All right. So and then when they put him on the injury reserve,
The 31st or the Tuesday the 1st. He just got on injured reserve this week. So he had to miss the Houston game. He's gonna miss the Commanders. Colts, Packers. He's scheduled to be back against the Titans on the 4th if he's out the 4 games.
and he got a high ankle sprain.
Yes. And he's over 300 pounds.
No, don't look for him to do nothing much. Don't.
Now, why is that? Like, why? What's the difference between like a normal ankle sprain and like a high ankle sprain? And what's the variance? Like, what's
So-
the difference?
Lateral ankle, well, regular ankle sprain is on the lateral side, right? So that's like say where your fibula is, fibula bone.
Mhm.
So the outside ankle bones, right? Where your like say pinky side of the foot, right? That side is usually ankle sprain most people have. That take 2 to 4 weeks if we rolling good, 6 to 8 on the long end. High ankle sprain, that's going to be between tibia and fibula, right where your ankle kind of bends. And so it's a bone up under the talus that's in between those two bones. So every time you put weight on it, that bone going to push right back where I just sprained apart. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the rehab way long and it's way more difficult because it's in a pain in the ass kind of spot. For lack
Is
of
that still on the pinky side or is that like on the
no,
big toe
this right,
side?
this right in the middle of your foot, right in the middle of your ankle.
Okay.
Say you got tibia coming down, fibula coming down, and then all the small ankle bones in the foot up under it, right?
Mhm.
So when you have a regular ankle sprain, when you roll your ankle, you basically getting where your leg bones are connected to your foot, just to kind of shorten it down a little bit. This is spraining where the two lower leg bones are meeting, but down at the bottom. So it's just a difficult spot. So every time you walk, every time you run, you're gonna be pushing that bone right into it. So, and when you take a step, say this is my foot, and I'm taking a step coming over. When you weight bear and you take that shank going over your foot, it's really driving more force right in that same spot where you just irritated. So there's levels to it. You know, if you completely tear it, that's one thing compared to if you just partially tear it or if you just kind of aggravate it. So, you know, he may have just aggravated that spot and it may not be that significant of a tear. He might be cool on this 5 weeks, but depending on how bad he hurt it in that same spot, I wouldn't look for much out of him for the rest of the year. Even at that, Y'all
That
got a
sounds
bye
good.
week coming up anytime soon?
So we just had the bye week.
So he rested through the bye week.
No, he got hurt the game coming off the bye.
Oh,
Yeah, that's-
we scheduled easy though. So I mean,
Not
barring the
not as
unexpected,
easy as people think. But keep going.
barring the unexpected, y'all supposed to be taking y'all first L of the year in the Super Bowl. That's what I see on the docket for y'all.
I think we lose to the Titans on December 4th because our run defense is now absolutely ridiculous. Dog, Damian Pierce ran all over us Thursday.
He did.
Well, I got before we get to the schedules, is a sprain like a tear in the tendon, or is it like in the muscle?
It's ligament.
Okay, it's in the ligament. All right.
You got tendon going to connect muscle to bone, ligament going to connect bone to bone. So when you stretch the ligament out, say you put it on a spectrum of 100% completely torn, that's a grade 3 sprain. If you partially tear it, that's grade 2. And if you just stress it, and irritate it and get a little bit inflamed, that's grade 1.
Mhm.
Other joints around the body, they've got multiple ligaments. So depending on how many of those ligaments you sprain, they may classify that injury different. Like AC joint, kind of like that. It's got like 1 through like 6 or 7. I forget the exact number because there's a lot of different ligaments around it, not just the one that's going from the acromion to the clavicular bone.
Yeah,
That's the one where they pop up. But like, depending on how bad it is, you really don't get a lot of healing to a ligament. It's not the good blood flow going to the spot. Okay. So you get all your function and your stability of the joint back through muscles around everything. So that's why it's kind of difficult, like with that high ankle sprain, because it's muscles around it, but it ain't a lot. There's not a lot of blood flow to the foot. So good luck on Mr. Davis. We'll be all right.
So do they have to use surgery to repair the ligaments, or is it just something that repairs itself?
Depending on how bad it is, right? So say it's completely torn and it's in certain places, they still won't do surgery unless it's torn close to where it's supposed to attach to the bone. Then they might have to make sure it's sticking to the bone good again. Or if it's just minor partial tear, they might not do it. Like say PCL sprains, a lot of times they don't do surgery for those. ACL, unless it's completely torn, they ain't gonna mess with it. But then I'm trying to think of like say Kamara, he had a dislocation. He probably sprained some ligaments along the way on his second toe. Mm-hmm. They tried to let it heal up on its own, but it looked like it ain't. So now they got to do some kind of surgery, tighten it all back up. So all depends,
I got a question for you. So how come it always seems like people sprain their ankle towards the pinky side of the foot rather than the big toe? Is it because of the weight distribution, or like why would you say that's where most ankle sprains occur?
It's like the way you made, right? So the big shin bone that you hit on the carpet tape, ouch, right? That one, the way the small bone beside it, it kind of sit down a little bit lower. And your foot shaped to move in towards the middle more than out the other way.
Okay.
So you're already kind of set up to go down and in. And I say inversion ankle sprain, you usually point your toe down in, right? And your foot got more wiggle room to go that direction as it is. So it's just easy to push it on the rest of the way.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like RG3, that's what made him wild because his knee kept collapsing in, right? That's how his knee kind of got knocked knee kind of, right? It's like he kept hurting his ACL and whatnot. So they fixed his ACL a couple times. They got all this brace on, right? But he still had faulty mechanics. I don't know if y'all remember, but when he finally came back, he still sprained his ankle, but he sprained it on the inside. He had an eversion sprain. He rolled his foot the opposite way we've been talking about. So his foot kind of collapsed down and in this way to the middle. Still that same way that his knee shifted into the middle, but all that force had to go somewhere. So like with these ligaments, it could have been a tendon easily sometimes, but that just happened to be the force that break. Sometimes they end up being the bone that break, or the cartilage take the brunt of it. All depend on what's going on and how bad it is.
Okay.
I broke my tibia. That wasn't no fun.
Broke leg ain't no joke. Man, so the last few weeks at ECBI, we've been doing orthopedics, and we did a little extra credit project. Man, they showed the dude. I got the students to do it. she had her project on this guy that was playing soccer, like 2008. Dude came in on a dirty play, slid in. Man, he broke the guy ankle so bad, it looked like you could have flicked it and the whole thing would have fell off. Like, that joint was wild. Dude played for I think Arsenal, one of those teams over in Europe.
So did he break the ankle or the leg?
He was like, say, lower leg, kind of like where Dak Prescott and Alex Smith broke their leg. You know, it's still ankle and lower leg range, but down that way. But it was like bad, bro. Like, it was like something you would see like in a car accident, not something you see on sports.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, you see some stuff, man. So like, if we, like I said, barring injury, Philly supposed to roll. That's what I'm saying.
We'll see. Still got a couple games left that are important.
I know you ain't scared of Tannehill.
No, it's gonna be Christmas Eve. That's the one in Dallas.
Dallas? You scared of Dallas?
I'm not scared. I just respect them as our biggest threat in the NFC.
Biggest threat?
I mean, who else?
Biggest threat? Y'all biggest threat is on the West Coast. Christian McCaffrey.
Nah. Yeah,
Biggest
you're
threat.
right. Then San Francisco's the biggest threat, and then Dallas is underneath it.
No,
San Francisco ain't even first in their division.
Geno
Yet.
Smith.
They ain't been healthy.
The Falcons beat San Francisco. Come on now.
They're not healthy though.
You know what I'm
Debo's
saying?
out. Debo, well, they're on a bye week this week because I have Debo. Like they haven't been really healthy yet.
But ain't nobody scared of nobody else. Let's Tom finish cussing everybody out. Now you got
Oh,
the
and but Tom
Oh my
need to worry.
God, he
Tom's-
gone.
He gone.
Just
Anybody
like
worry?
his marriage gone.
Yeah. Anybody
Look,
worry about the
Kirk
NFC South? Like
Cousins.
I hope whoever wins the NFC South, I hope that's who the Eagles play in whatever round of the playoffs. Like
Nah, because I was looking, I think TJ and I was actually talking because right now how it sets up, we'd play the Falcons, meaning the Cowboys will play the Falcons.
yeah, that it'd be funny if you found a way to lose that game.
That's what TJ said. He was like,
that's what
"We
that's
fuck
what
around
y'all
and
do.
beat y'all." Well, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Mariota F around and put up a 400-yard performance.
I'd be like,
Kyle
walk
Pitts
right-
finally decides to score touchdowns. That'd
Yeah,
be
he
great.
scored one already.
He has scored one touchdown in the year and a half he's been in the NFL. He isn't.
I think he had one last year, right? He had one last
he
year.
had
I thought
more
he
than
had
one. He had-
zero last year.
No, he had one.
Hold on. Don't worry. We have the internet. Let's see.
He had one last year. I think he had one this year. I think he had more than one last year. He had a couple last year. I think he had like 3, I think.
Let's see. How many touchdowns
It
does
took him
Kyle Pitts
forever to
have?
get it.
Oh, he has 3 touchdowns in his career.
Oh, so he had 2 last year.
And he went to the Pro Bowl last year?
Yeah.
What?
Well, he had the yards. He had Kyle Pitts was good between the 20s. He was amazing between the 20s.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get in the end zone.
Probably double team him and triple team him plus the
But see,
side.
Yeah,
didn't
he had over
Julio have the
1,000
same
yards
problem?
last year.
Huh? You say, Just?
I said, didn't Julio have that same problem like towards the back end where he would
Yes.
have all these yards and like no touchdowns? I was like,
Yeah.
what
Yep.
in the world? Like he was terrible to have on fantasy. It's like, bro, score once, please.
That's because they couldn't give him the ball in the 20.
Yeah. Is Matt Ryan done?
Yes.
Yes.
He's
Cooked.
for the rest.
That or he needs a great offensive line. Like he can't go to a place
Nah,
with a
he
shaky
is
offensive
cooked.
line. But
Matt Ryan is done.
yeah, he
Pack that man
he's a certified backup for somebody. He's a Joe Flacco right now.
And the
He
sad
might
thing
just hang
is,
it up.
he
He
is
might
not
hang
a
it
Hall of Famer.
No, he's not. The only thing
He's
he did was play quarterback after Vic fought them dogs. That's the only thing he did.
Pause.
Golly.
His job was straight ass. That's the only thing.
Pause.
Golly.
Hey, he was an
Pause.
MVP guy. He was an MVP.
Like I said, if Vic would have been there, we wouldn't know who Matt Schaub is. He was sorry at Boston College. And they a
Yeah.
sorry organization too. Don't get me started with them.
Okay, I have a question. This is truly not me being funny. Who would y'all say had a better career, Tony Romo or Matt Ryan, besides the MVP?
Tony
Matt
Romo.
Ryan.
Romo.
Matt Ryan won more games.
Let's see.
Romo on TV now.
Okay,
Oh.
Matt Ryan's still playing.
Don't
And
think
he-
we want Matt Ryan
and-
to do nothing else.
Matt Ryan's seen a Super Bowl.
He has. Yeah.
That's fair.
I was just curious because
That's
as
fair.
far
Let's
as
see.
again, he got an MVP and a Super Bowl.
He
So-
has more touchdowns. He has more yards.
Yeah,
Did-
he,
Statistically,
he-
Matt Ryan had the better career.
I think
Yeah.
he's Steve Nash though. Like somebody else should have got that MVP. I just can't remember who year it was. That was what, 2008?
That was the year we went to the Super Bowl, I think. He got the MVP.
I think it is
'Cause
that
they
year.
only lost like 2 games that year.
Yeah, they were really good that year.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, statistically, Matt Ryan is a lot better.
Okay.
Because he had a
I
better
was just
offense around him as well. I mean,
But Matt Ryan has played 229 career games, and Tony Romo only played 156.
wow.
yeah, because Tony, he was always hurt. I was just saying it from the sense of I felt like Tony was always like good, but he was never anything great. And I feel like Matt Ryan has always been like consistently good. And there's been like maybe a year or two where he was like maybe top 5 in the league as far as QB, but I just never felt like he was like amazing, that kind of thing.
I
So that's
agree.
what I
Like,
was saying.
he's definitely not a organizational changing quarterback on no level.
Oh wow! So I'm looking at
Yeah.
Tony Romo's record as a Cowboy. 1, 2, 3, 4 times he only had a winning record. That's kind of crazy.
He was on. It was a 8-18 most
Yeah,
of the
we was
time.
8-8 for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Hey, they ain't changed.
They're the Gabe T best.
You know,
Okay,
that's-
question. Another speaking, going along that same thing, is Julio Jones a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
Okay.
he's one of the best receivers.
Is Des Bryant a Hall of Famer?
no.
Yes, he should be, but he probably won't
Will
get
he
it.
get in? I'm
Yeah.
not
No,
sure. I think
Des Bryant will
Nope.
never get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, just like Chad Johnson, he probably never.
Yes, that is an excellent comp.
okay.
Great receivers, but they'll never sniff. They'll
Hold
never
on,
sniff
let's
that white
see.
man hall.
You know what? There's a site that does Hall of Fame probability. Let's see.
Real quick, while you check for that.
Yep.
So y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I feel like it's a lot of people that we consider are good currently playing sports, and really somebody just retired. So case in point, we just talked about Romo, and we'll talk about Dak Prescott. They not that good. Troy Aikman just retired. Who else I can think of in this same description? The whole New York Knicks roster right now, they not good. Patrick Ewing just can't play ball no more. That's my opinion about a lot of people. Well, I don't know if y'all agree or not, though, or if I'm just talking too much trash.
Yes, I think you're talking too much trash.
Talking too much
As soon
trash.
as you mentioned Dak Prescott, I ain't want to hear nothing else you had to say.
I mean, Jimmy
No,
Garoppolo, another one. Jimmy G ain't good. Steve Young just don't play ball no more.
No, I agree with Dr. J said that there's a lot of organizations. There's a lot of organizations that want to be good or in the limelight because they had good players.
Yes.
Now, the fact that they can replace that talent with as talented players don't mean the people that they replace them with aren't good because they are still professional athletes. They're just not on the same level as what they had before.
I think it's just a labor shortage, man. Like I see it in the hospital. Like CNA ain't good at what she do. We just need a body. And that's the same thing as your boy in Minnesota, Kirk Cousins. They ain't replaced Fran Tarkenton yet up there. You know what I'm saying?
But you think about some of those generational talents. There's not 1,000 LeBrons out there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So you don't
And I
have to
think-
sit here and act like Russell Westbrook good. Just 'cause
But
he not
Westbrook, at a point in time, he was good. And he's not a
Shit.
bad player.
shit.
The man, look how many triple doubles that man average.
For what? To lose? Did the play out of
It's the
control?
difference between losing and being good. Somebody can be really talented and be a loser.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You know such thing, bro. You know such thing. You can't get that many kind of triple doubles and then turn the ball over in the fourth quarter and then cost your team the game. You can't.
Well, I will say that Russell Westbrook MVP is what's called, because usually the MVP goes to whoever's won the top 3 teams in the East or the West. Russell Westbrook won MVP. I think they were the 5th or the 16th, and now we got Jokic winning MVPs. While the Nuggets are the 6th best team in the West. Like
That's what
no.
MVP
Jokic ain't the reason they lose, though.
MVP isn't based off your record.
I mean, but
say that.
traditionally, if you're the MVP, your team is good, and your team is in contention for a championship. You just can't be a good player on a terrible team. Then who cares?
But that's what you're right. Who cares? But that's what MVP means. Most valuable player to that.
How valuable are you if I'm the 8th seed with you as my best player?
Take me off the team, and where would you be? You may not be
9th
the
seed.
8th
Like it doesn't matter.
You might not. Well, then you're not the MVP if you'll be the 9th seed without him. Is to me, it's like, all right, say the 8th seed, and without him, I'm the 16th seed. That's an MVP.
We have let the Vorp dorks ruin the MVP conversation because Joel Embiid should have been back-to-back MVP.
Oh, Embiid is back.
Embiid, the Sixers were top 3 both years.
It's not even just top 3, but MVP,
MVP.
without Embiid, would the Sixers be who they are without him? And that is a no. So I agree with you. This
Embiid's
this
not
should not do
working.
it's just like Giannis. If Giannis won't own the Milwaukee,
They would be a lottery team, but with him, they are a championship, and that's the point.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
with Jokic, is Denver a championship level team? No.
No.
So who cares what they are without him? If I'm the 6th seed with Jokic as my best player, if I take him off, what am I, a lottery team? Shit, I'm almost there anyway.
There you go.
I'm 6 losses away from being out of the playoffs.
That's why I agree. I didn't think Jokic should be an MVP. I agree with you there.
But Westbrook, the reason they lose, and you see what I'm saying, and he getting numbers like he just stat pad, man. Like
winning has to matter in the MVP conversation. Yeah. Oh no, you can't. Nah, dog. Because if that's the case, Paola and Orlando going to be the MVP this year.
But
he balling.
He could. But
Orlando sucks. Orlando's not even sniffing the playoffs. Like winning has to matter if you're the MVP. Because you got to take everyone's best shot and still win. Like people coming for Giannis, people coming for Luka. If you can do that, like if I'm getting your best and I'm still beating you and I'm winning, yes, that should matter. MVP. I don't give a fuck about Vorp.
But it take a whole team to win.
It does. But we know why the Bucks win. It's Giannis. We know why the Mavericks win. It's because Luka averaging 35 a game.
Also, if you take those players off the team, what is their success rate? And again, that's why I think it was a little bit unfair for Jokic to win the MVP because they were still in the playoffs without him up for a little bit. I mean, like,
and they were still winning
without him. So that's why I thought it was a little like kind of hit or miss with that one.
Can I get my money back from Ja Morant? Because they win more without him.
Once again, so he's probably not the MVP of that team.
He's not. He's Westbrook part 2. That's what he is.
Whoa.
All right.
Crash
Diamond City. Wait till he tears meniscus.
He more of a Derrick Rose part 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking Derrick Rose, Vince Carter kind of person.
Yeah. ACL meniscus, they tear at the same time.
No, we not wishing that.
I ain't wishing it on him. That's how he played.
You're
right. I mean, but MVP winning has to matter as MVP. Like you got to be a top 3 seed to be an MVP. Like you can't be the 7th seed, and because your Vorp is through the roof, like I gotta respect it. I ain't gotta respect shit.
I think take too much other factors into winning. That doesn't.
I mean, we're talking winning. I'm not saying winning is the be all end all, but you can't be the MVP and you barely you fighting for the playoff, like the play-in tournament.
But
like
you
you 2 losses away
from being he could be playing with some hindrance. You know,
Giannis takes an MVP to me is a team that takes a team that would be in the lottery, and now you are a contender, and that is what a Giannis does.
Who's getting the number 1 draft pick, and now they are low seed in the playoffs.
Say that again.
With their number 1, like they're the highest seed, like the lottery, they have the highest probability of getting the number 1 draft pick. They finish number 31 or 30 in the NBA.
Yep.
And they end up in the 8th seed.
I mean, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's rookie of the year. That's not MVP.
Yeah, I think
MVPs need to be like, I can contend for a title this year.
All right, the rookie of the year could be the MVP at the same time. Just like should have won defensive player of the year last year, but he won rookie of the year, whatever his name was.
Oh, Micah Parsons?
Yeah. Like he should have got defensive player of the year. He didn't. Yeah, TJ Watt did.
But the only other player to ever win defensive rookie of the year and MVP was Lawrence Taylor. So unless he had,
and these are apples and oranges.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's the same scenario. It's like, did he have the statistical season that he should have won it? Yes. Did they not give it to him based off this probably hasn't been done since Lawrence Taylor. We can't put him on this pedestal yet. So let's put the politics into it and not give it to him.
Well, TJ Watt got it because he had led the NFL in sacks by a mile.
Yeah.
Like that's impressive. Again, like I am so dominant. You still can't stop me. I don't, but for basketball, like winning needs to account for MVP. Like we can't have people as the 6th, 7th seed win MVP because what does that mean? You just get numbers of a bunch of dudes who aren't good.
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, because to me it takes so much because like you can literally have somebody like right now when Westbrook was starting, LeBron could not you saying he can win MVP, and if he had the best season in your life, Russell Westbrook over here turned the ball over 15 times a game, and so I can't win, but I'm averaging 40 points, 10 assists, and 15 rebounds, but I can't be an MVP because we're the 8th seed.
Correct.
But I have this player on my team who, if I remove this cancer, I probably could be a 2
Then
seed.
you need to go talk to the GM. That ain't my problem.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, why are we saying winning is when it's a
Winning
that's a
has to
team
not
issue.
the be a winning has to be a factor, not the factor.
Like say,
Winning is going to, like, if you have two guys
there you
on
go.
the same plane,
There you go.
who won more? That's the
Okay.
guy who gets it.
Okay, question. So with that in mind, why wasn't it when Shaq and Steve Nash? Why didn't Shaq win?
That's the whole point.
That's the point. Well, the
That's why
Suns were the
Kyrie
one
got traded
seed,
to,
but the Suns were a
yeah,
top
yeah.
3 team though. Like the
Fraud.
Suns were
They
a
were
3
good.
seed, and
But
the
I
Lakers.
know why
What were the
Shaq didn't
Lakers
get
that
it,
year?
because he had Kobe at the time.
Here's the
Who
thing
Nash
though.
had?
So right, Shaq and Steve Nash were on the same plane. The
Mhm.
Suns were the 1 seed. The Lakers were like the 3 or 4 seed. That's the difference,
And I also think Kobe probably took some votes from Shaq.
Yeah,
probably.
because like you're right.
He
That's what I'm
matched
saying.
the whole
Shaq probably
trophy.
shouldn't have got it because he had Kobe. He had
Right? Like,
Mhm.
and I mean, Steve Nash had Amari Stoudemire. He had Sean Marion. He had like, he
And
had,
neither one of them are Kobe.
I know, I'm saying, but it's not like he was around scrubs. But again, he had 2
Yeah.
No,
guys.
he
on the
was. He said,
No.
he went around what? What? Who? Huh?
Who? I don't know who
He
you
went around what? He ran some
One.
tall motherfucker. That was it. Oh, okay.
2. So that makes it even more impressive. Now you're making the case for the Steve Nash.
No,
enthusiasm.
I agree. I think Steve Nash should have got it. It wasn't based off of wins.
Oh,
I
he
think
deserved that
was
second.
surrounded by
Shaq
less.
deserved that second one.
Yeah.
But again, 2 dudes on the same plane. The tiebreaker is who won more. Steve Nash won more.
Yeah.
I just know
Right.
Amari Stoudemire.
LeBron and Giannis are playing on the same level. Giannis the 1 seed in the East. Bron fighting to get into the play-in tournament. That's easy math. It's Giannis.
Yeah.
And that's how it should always be. But for some reason, and I'm a fan of analytics, but we let these Vorp dorks get in. People who watch basketball with calculators gonna roll up on me talking about some Jokic is wada yada. I don't care, dog. He's a 6 seed. Embiid the 2 seed. Easy math.
I always say, go back to the eye
Easy
test.
math.
If you had to pick one to start your team with, who would you pick?
Joel.
Yeah.
No.
Then that's your MVP. Then
I mean, I know, like, I get it, right? Like, I get Joker. I get the numbers. I get it.
He just European
No,
players
I
just
agree
move
with
so
you.
slow. They like
Jokic
they
has never gotten it. Jokic is not an MVP. He is not a great player.
He deserved the first one. Jokic deserved the first one.
All right.
The bubble one? Was that the bubble MVP?
I mean,
I ain't trying to be racist
we
or
ain't
nothing like that,
talking
but
about
he got it
bubbles
'cause
because
he
y'all
was
want to
like,
ring
nah,
in the bubble.
we
We're
did.
not
No,
talking
I'm
about
asking.
bubbles.
I just want to make sure that was the year.
I believe that was the year.
Yeah.
He ain't deserve nade one.
Joel deserved it last year.
I agree.
How? He's sitting in street clothes.
How many games Joel played? Oh, wrap this up before Reggie, according to Pro Football Reference, Julio Jones is definitely a lock for the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Wow. They just let
Dog.
him in
He
there.
should be.
He should be.
Yeah.
Yo,
he was like
Julio,
the best wide receiver for like 8 years
yeah.
straight.
Y'all
Julio
just
has
complained about
Julio
him.
has better odds of making the Hall of so Calvin Johnson just made so they scored the average score to get into the Hall of Fame for them is 100.
Mhm.
Calvin Johnson made the Hall of Fame. His score is 84.19. Julio Jones is 105.8. Julio will make it in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
So y'all said, okay, before you wrap it up, I just got this one question. So are we saying that Julio Jones was better than Calvin Johnson? Is that
No, they're saying on the score. Remember, Calvin Johnson's career, like Calvin Johnson was
he
dominant for a
played like-
very short amount
he
of
didn't
time.
even play that long.
Julio Jones was dominant, just as dominant, if not more dominant, for an extended, like the Terrell Davis argument, right? Terrell
Mhm.
Davis was the best running back in football for 3 years. Did
Yeah.
he do enough to make it to the Hall of Fame in those 3 years? I think he's in the Hall of Fame. They said yes. Compared
Yeah.
to someone, I'm trying to think of a running back who's not in the Hall of Fame that did it for an extended period of time. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Barry Sanders is in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yes, Barry Sanders. Is in the Hall
He
of
didn't
Fame.
have that long of a career. He was getting busy though.
Yeah. Frank Gore making it to the Hall of Fame. I'm trying to look at. So let's talk about so you had a Terrell Davis who was dominant, won 2 Super Bowls, and then you have someone like a LaShawn McCoy who was
Mhm.
better for a longer period of time. But LaShawn might make it in the Hall of Fame. He'll probably make it on a real down year.
Yeah,
He got a ring.
He's not gonna make it on his first ballot.
No, he will. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. He will make it like when there's a slow year coming up, he might get in. So like that's the
See
Yeah.
what you said, a slow year. That's the point I'm talking about. Like,
But we talking
sometimes
about Hall of
you-
Famers. That's something different. You guys,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta fill the void. They gonna put somebody in for the year to have that TV.
yeah.
episode.
I wish the NFL were like, hey, we don't have anyone that's eligible for the Hall of Fame. We ain't doing that this year. Like I
Yeah.
wish they would do that because there are a lot of people getting in right now because they need to fill in the class.
Mhm.
And that's the whole NBA. You could shut the Eastern Conference down. Besides, like 2-3 teams, just y'all don't meet the standard. Period. Instead of lowering the bar, I'm just saying.
So you saying the best 16 teams should make the playoffs regardless of
Yeah, I've been
No,
said that. I agree.
I'm talking
Yes.
about it should be the best 12 teams in the league, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what a WNBA does that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, WNBA is like top 7 or top 6 get in, no matter
Yeah.
where you play. Top teams.
Oh,
go
Nah,
in.
I ain't even talking about playoff. I'm talking about that's it.
Oh, dog, no, you
Y'all
got
need to go
no,
home.
man.
Period.
yeah, you
That
got
take out too much revenue from these regular.
That's my
games.
point. We just getting money. We ain't playing ball. We
But that's
dog.
half of it. It's a professional league. Half of it is about getting
Yeah, you-
money.
All
If
right,
it wasn't about
let's
getting
go.
money, they wouldn't have the dang team.
Let's just watch AEW and move on and get a steel chair.
No,
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 you,
no, wrestling.
no, you gonna watch Pacers and Pistons on Thursday night if it's on. Step line.
No, I'm not. I only watch Stephen Curry. That's it.
That's it,
I watch Stephen Curry.
man. You. All right,
Anybody else worth looking at?
all right.
Maybe the Joker. I might look at him. I might look at Luke.
Giannis, Durant, dog. Giannis is the you gonna respect Giannis as the best basketball
I like
player.
Giannis. He just played for the wrong team. Like
He's the best
I
basketball
truly-
player in the league, and it's not close.
Look, the only reason I like Giannis because he keep Kyrie and Boston out. Other than that, I don't need them. I don't
Oh
need
yeah,
the whole
free my
piece.
boy Kyrie too.
Yeah,
They
here
doing
we
that
go.
man dirty.
For
Yeah,
sure.
Are
There
they?
he is.
They doing him dirty.
Very
Okay,
dirty.
can I
Very
say
dirty.
this before we go? Why is Kyrie getting more hate and heat than Jeff Bezos, who paid all the money for the documentary to be done and posted it on his platform?
'Cause
Why
he's black.
is he not getting?
He
Because
black.
Kyrie
What's
black.
wrong with what's wrong with
Let's-
being
let's-
black?
crazy.
No,
Yo, let's
He-
wrap this because this
he-
is gonna turn into foolishness.
he
Wrap this
melanated.
up
Yeah, we ain't got
now.
to post this. We can talk about it though.
Wrap
We-
this up right now.
He melanated.
So
anyway-
Jeff is getting heat now.
Hold on, let me wrap it up real quick. Let me
Okay.
get back to it. Hey, y'all go check us out. IG, emails at 1-800 who's up. Anyway, we out. Y'all have a good one.